Heat checker.
Cunningham.
Get her the ball. Get her the ball. One more time. Cross. A logo again.
Oh, no.
She's back.
Oh my God!
Dynamic
This isn't real.
player in the game.
What?
9 points in 38 seconds for
No.
Caitlin. She hit all 3 threes.
And not only 9
What
and
is
30,
going
but look
on?
at the depth
I
on
don't know.
these
I'm
field
living
goal
in it.
attempts. She's certainly
Oh
feeling
my
it.
God.
Left side, right
speechless.
side.
No.
Now come back to your favorite spot
Oh.
again. It doesn't
No.
matter if there's a hand.
What
in
am
her
I
face.
watching?
The defending champions were untouchable, and no one could crack their code. The New York Liberty seemed unstoppable, rolling past every team like they weren't even there. Then, on June 14th, Caitlin Clark returned from injury. What happened next wasn't just a win, it was a total demolition, breaking 8 records in a single night, ending the Liberty's perfect season, and shattering their confidence. But the biggest surprise came after. The Fever used this game as a blueprint for championship basketball. If you're hyped for Caitlin's return, comment CC record breaker below.
Caitlin pulls left wing, the right wing, 30-plus feet. Logo crosses over. Watch it. Oh, my goodness. She is back.
Back in the lineup. I'm ready to go.
I think you're just excited more than anything. It gets kind of difficult when you prepare for a game. Obviously, when I'm on the bench, still knowing the scout, knowing everything that the other team's going to do, and still trying to mentally prepare and go through everything like I'm going to play, even though I knew I wasn't going to play. So, doing that, but also knowing I was going to be able to be active today, I think gives you a little extra juice. So I'm certainly excited just to get back out there, get playing, and really good opportunity for us at home here, coming off of a loss. So it's a big game.
The defending champions were dominating every team, making it look like they were playing amateurs. By June, the New York Liberty had a perfect 9-0 record and were the last undefeated team in the WNBA. Every game they played sent a message, and every win made them look even more unstoppable. They weren't just winning, they were crushing opponents with a defense no one could break. Teams walked into the arena thinking they had a shot, and 2 hours later, they left confused and defeated. The Liberty's defense was a wall that grew stronger with every game.
We played the Liberty. There was obviously a frustrating ending. What lessons can you take from that experience, and how can that be applied to this, even though I know obviously Liberty look a little different with 2 starters out?
Yeah, I mean, I think certainly you take time and score situations, different versions of handling runs, offensively, defensively. Margin for error is small against a team like New York, and every play matters. Every time we send them to the free throw line matters. Every rebound matters. We can't afford to have empty possessions on the offensive end of the floor. You've got to play your A game.
Every team that faced the Liberty came in confident and left completely crushed. Coaches spent hours drawing up plays, and players studied film until their eyes burned. Nothing worked. The Liberty had an answer for everything. Their pick-and-roll offense was precise, their defense never let up, and their confidence was sky-high. Sabrina Ionescu, Jonquil Jones, and Breanna Stewart were playing at a level that made other All-Stars look ordinary. They weren't just having great seasons, they were dominating so completely it was hard to imagine anyone keeping up. Stewart could score from anywhere. Ionescu made impossible shots and passes look easy, and Jones controlled the paint, making other centers look like amateurs.
So I think we continue to learn lessons from the first time we played them and from our last game against Atlanta, every single day that we move forward. I think they're a different team. Certainly we're going to be a different team having C and Sophie back on the floor. We're going to tip the ball up and go out, and we're going to give it everything that we have.
The numbers said it all. The Liberty were racking up blowout wins and making star players look average. Their margins weren't just impressive, they were intimidating. Top-ranked teams were getting crushed by 20 points or more, and even the league's best players looked out of place against New York. Analysts began questioning if anyone could challenge them this season. Sports shows debated how long the streak could last, and writers were already drafting articles. The talk wasn't about who could beat them, it was whether anyone even had a chance.
Welcome to ESPN's coverage of the WNBA. The defending champion and unbeaten New York Liberty coming to town for the second time this year as we get ready for this game. And yes, she is back. Caitlin Clark will indeed be playing today. Missed the last 5 games with a strained quad, taking on the Liberty off to their best start ever. Sabrina Ionescu and company in this big Commissioner's Cup game as well. And as usual, all the seats are filled here.
Then the Fever finally got their shot, but they needed something extraordinary. Indiana was dealing with injuries and lineup changes and hadn't shown championship form yet. Most expected the Liberty to cruise to another blowout win, but New York didn't see one thing coming. Caitlin Clark was back.
Yeah, we have an opportunity in front of us right now. I feel like this is like we're starting a new season. You guys, I'm so proud of how resilient we've been up until this point. We're going to continue to have to be. But right now, we have an opportunity to continue to take a step forward. Okay, this can be a springboard for us, right? We're marrying energy and effort with execution. Every single possession matters. Hit singles. Hit singles. Make the easy play. All right? Make one another better. Okay? It's our time. It's our time. Let's go. Here we go. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
Now, let's focus on the moment that changed everything. 38 seconds that made WNBA history. When Clark stepped onto the court at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the energy shifted instantly. She wasn't just returning from her quad injury. She was back to make a statement that would be felt across the entire league.
And Cunningham is down behind the play, but they've got Caitlin Clark to fire away from 2 players with incredible up. Ball from Cunningham. Clark, another long 3. She's back!
The Liberty defense thought they were ready. They had studied every move, every tendency, expecting Clark to come out strong, and had watched hours of her long-range shooting. They believed they could handle her. They were wrong. Clark stunned everyone with 3 straight three-pointers from impossible distances. The first came from 34 feet, a shot most players wouldn't even attempt. Nothing but net. The second and third came from 31 feet, both swishing perfectly. By the third shot, the Liberty defenders were frozen, watching in disbelief.
Rebound, Fever. Cunningham got knocked to the floor. Caitlin pulls left wing, buries it. She is back. 24-18, Fever down. Caitlin now from the right wing, 30-plus feet. Good again. No one else but Caitlin Clark. Sedatis, handoff. Caitlin from the logo, crosses over, launches. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding?
The most dynamic player in the game. 9 points in 38 seconds for Caitlin. She hit all 3 threes. And not only 9 in 30, but look at the depth on these field goal attempts. She certainly feels.
The crowd at Gainbridge Fieldhouse went wild with every shot Clark made, jumping out of their seats as the noise reached a fever pitch. The energy in the arena grew with each swish. In just 38 seconds, she scored 9 points, not just fast, but historic. Most players would be thrilled to score 9 points in an entire quarter, yet Clark did it in under a minute, becoming the first player in WNBA history to pull off this incredible feat.
And Cunningham is
Caitlin
down
from the
behind
logo.
the
Oh
play.
my God!
But they've got Caitlin Clark to fire away from 3. And Cunningham just now getting up as she stayed down near the free throw line on the other end.
Oh! Okay,
Just
why
coming
did
back
you
in.
think that?
An ankle
Oh
injury
my
and then
God!
Johannes
Of
very
course, Marine
cool.
Johannes
2
countered
players
it.
not
Green.
The
playing.
logo. But this is why I
Caitlin
love
from the
the
logo
NBA.
again! We got a shootout! We got a shootout!
Oh
Again!
my God! No!
Even Brianna Stewart couldn't hide her smile, witnessing what felt like pure basketball artistry. Stewart, one of the best players in the world, had seen it all, yet even she had to admire Clark's performance. This was basketball at its absolute finest. The Liberty called a timeout, but it was too late. Clark had already shaken their confidence. Their body language showed cracks in the team that had rolled through 9 straight wins. They expected an easy game, but instead, Clark was rewriting the record books. What started as an 11-point Liberty lead in the first quarter vanished in 38 seconds, tying the game at 24 and completely shifting momentum. By halftime, Clark had scored 25 points, the most she'd ever scored in a single half, proving this wasn't a hot streak but a statement. Her 5-game absence from a quad injury was officially over.
Get it inside to Mitchell. Those two have such a great connection.
Rebound, battled for. Clark comes away with it. Caitlin, outlet to Aaliyah, in stride, right post, then she fakes it in. It's a dime from CC to AB. And that does it for a scintillating first 20 minutes at Cambridge Fieldhouse. It's the Fever 53 and the Liberty 50.
But the records kept coming, with every quarter adding new milestones. Clark hit 7 3-pointers, a career high, leaving Liberty defenders scrambling for answers. Every time they thought they had her figured out, she pulled up from another impossible distance and nailed another shot. The Liberty coaches kept calling timeouts, but nothing could stop her rhythm.
I don't know if you guys have seen or heard, but Caitlin Clark is in fact back. Caitlin Clark!
Then steps back with the 3 over Brianna Stewart.
Then came the moment that put Clark above WNBA legend Candace Parker. She finished with 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists, marking her 3rd career game with at least 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Parker had only 2 in her first 2 seasons. Clark also became the 4th fastest player in WNBA history to reach 850 career points, doing it in just 45 games, joining the ranks of elite scorers like Cynthia Cooper, who did it in 38 games, and Simone Augustus in 39. She had officially entered the league's all-time scoring elite. The combination of 30 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, and 7 3-pointers made Clark the first player in WNBA history to ever hit this exact stat line. No one, neither Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, nor Maya Moore, had ever done it. She also moved into second place for most games with 50-plus points scored or assisted on, achieving 9 such games in just 45 appearances. Taurasi leads with 10 games, but it took her 565 games. Clark is doing it at an incredible pace and is on track to surpass that record before the season ends.
The New York Liberty came out and threw the first punch in this quarter. For the Liberty to make this a single-digit game has been impressive here.
I think the way we responded when they went on that run in the 3rd quarter, like we had to figure out how to play through it and go on a run of our own. And in the past, like that's kind of where we would crumble. That's exactly where we crumbled. But today we really stuck together. We went on our own run.
Mitchell trying to blow by. Everybody does and gets the foul.
Bounce pass, right wing hole, wide open 3. Of course! Clark to hole, open lane, and she scores off the glass.
Caitlin challenged Sobley and won it.
Clark now holds the record for the most 30-point, 5-rebound, 5-assist games in a player's first 2 seasons, surpassing Candace Parker. This wasn't just a standout game against the defending champions. It was Clark solidifying her place among the all-time greats at lightning speed, showing what a young player can achieve in the league. But what made this win truly special wasn't just Clark's performance. While she was breaking records, her teammates delivered career-defining games of their own, matching her energy and execution perfectly and proving the whole team was firing on all cylinders.
Clark nails it. A 17-0 run. Caitlin Clark now with 7 threes on the afternoon.
I thought Sid was fantastic today. She makes 2 huge threes for us in the second half. Soph was fantastic.
Final score, Fever 102, Liberty 88. And Caitlin Clark's return. Indiana fans, elated and amazed. The Fever are the first team to defeat the Liberty in 2025.
Lexi Hall stepped up with career highs in every major stat: points, rebounds, assists, steals, and shooting percentages. She's quietly having the best season of her career, leading the league in three-point percentage while setting personal records across the board. Her long-range shooting opens space for Clark and the rest of the offense, and when Hall catches fire from beyond the arc, the Fever become nearly impossible to stop. Aaliyah Boston became the only center in the league averaging 4.1 assists per game, showcasing her exceptional playmaking skills. She's not just a traditional post player. Boston can pass like a point guard, reading the court and anticipating plays before they happen. Her ability to facilitate from the center position makes the Fever's offense unlike any other team in the league.
Found Boston perfectly. Boston being very physical with Sabali. Count it. Fake left, drive right, make it all look so easy. Blocked by Boston.
Kelsey Mitchell added 22 points, hitting clutch shots that stopped the Liberty from mounting any comeback. In the fourth quarter, when New York tried to close the gap, Mitchell responded with threes or driving layups. Her scoring takes pressure off Clark and gives the Fever multiple offensive threats.
It is shocking to see Kennedy Burke miss 1 3 this season. She's leading the league at over 60%, but to see her miss a couple.
Count it. As Mitchell celebrates from the floor.
Mitchell is simply such a great cutter, and this time going again from the right side to the middle of the floor. Colson head up, finds her, drops the pass. What a tough finish as well.
Sydney Colson stepped up off the bench with 10 points and 6 assists, coming in during key moments and never missing a beat. Her steady play kept the momentum alive while the starters rested, showing just how deep and talented the Fever roster truly is.
Colson playing point with Caitlin now on the bench. Back to our feed. Mitchell, score it, and 1!
The ball movement was sharp, the defense relentless, and every player knew their role perfectly. The Fever controlled the pace, disrupting the Liberty's pick and roll and eliminating their usual mismatches. This was championship basketball, stars performing at the highest level while role players stepped up. Coach Stephanie White highlighted the team's resilience, saying, "This group stays together, encourages each other, and draws strength from one another." That team-first mentality created a winning formula on full display. With everyone firing on all cylinders, the Fever showed they're not just a good team, they're a championship contender with flawless execution, obvious chemistry, and sky-high confidence.
Good
job. No, that we get.
Whew, good job. Squad needed it. Played Fever way. I love it. More of them.
This wasn't just a win. It was the Fever showing the entire WNBA that they've unlocked the championship formula. Clark broke 8 records while her teammates hit career highs, creating a truly special performance. The Liberty's perfect season ended, and more importantly, the Fever proved they can beat anyone when they play their style of basketball. With Clark setting records and her teammates reaching new heights, the 2025 season just got a lot more exciting. The Fever moved to 5 wins and 5 losses and claimed first place in the Eastern Conference standings for the Commissioner's Cup. When this team fires on all cylinders, they're championship contenders. If you're hyped for Caitlin's return, comment CC Record Breaker below, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and click the video on the screen. We'll see you in the next one.